The Road, written by Cormac McCarthy, is one of the best books I've ever had the privilege of reading. And if you haven't already read it, then what are you even doing in life? The novel follows a man and his son walking along a slush-filled, desolate path. There was a mother to this family, but they are shown to be dead very early on through flashbacks. This broken family makes its way towards the coast, where they hope to have a better life ahead. The Road features a post-apocalyptic setting where food is scarce, safety is fleeting, and people are the worst thing you could run into. Over the course of this book, you'll watch as these two overcome three main themes and trials in every stage. Which then leads me into my first central theme, fear. More pervasive than the cold, and yet more defining for this journey, is fear. Fear affects everyone differently in this book. For the father, this fear shows in the way he's always planning, always surveying the land, and always staying vigilant. He is driven by the fear that he could lose his boy at any moment if he is not careful. For the boy, this fear is not developed because he's experienced all of the horrors firsthand, but because he can see how much all of these things terrify his father. Moreover, they both feel fear towards their gun in different ways. The boy knows it's dangerous and fears it, the fact of being a weapon. Yet the man fears it is not enough to protect both of them with only a single bullet in the chamber. But who do they fear, you might be asking yourself? They fear the people up the road. Those who have lost their sense of humanity and even resorted to desperate measures for survival. Which leads into my next main theme, hunger. There are candles featured across the novel, and they serve to juxtapose the man and his son. They were both planted in the same world, and yet these cannibals, driven by hunger, resort to inhumane means of satisfying their flesh. They show what happens when hunger destroys humanity, while the father and son show what happens when humanity survives hunger. During the novel, the man and his son are constantly starving and very rarely get much food. But when they do get food, like scenes during the bunker, they often can't carry it all on their journey, making it even harder to survive the conditions. But hunger drives the plot for two reasons. Not only do they have to worry about physical hunger and looking for food out on the road, but the spiritual hunger of searching for a better life, which they hope to find by moving towards the coast. The two of them hope not just to survive, but to survive with the purpose of carrying the flame. This connects back to the theme of hunger, through their hunger for goodness in staying human, which leads me into my final theme, humanity. Humanity, in my opinion, is the strongest theme in this book. Returning to what I said earlier, carrying the flame is an idea the father has taught his son since this apocalypse has started. It's this idea that they are the only ones left who care about these old world values, such as kindness, morality, and generosity, giving them a sense of responsibility in this cruel world. Take, for example, the old man. He has nothing. He is blind, and he will surely die out on the road alone. But when the pair encounter him, the boy has the humility to offer up some food and help the old man. The boy, for most of this book, acts as a moral compass for the man, often showing him that staying human is just as important as simply surviving. If the pair were to lose their sense of humanity, what good in the world would they even be preserving? They would be no better than the cannibals and rapists that plague this land. The Road isn't just a story you read, it's a story you carry. It lingers, it follows you, it forces you to ask what you would cling to if the world stripped everything else away. And that's why this book matters. It reminds us that fear doesn't have to consume us, hunger doesn't have to corrupt us, and humanity doesn't have to die just because the world around us has. The father and son keep going, not because the road is safe, or easy, or hopeful, but because someone has to carry the flame. So, if you haven't read this book yet, maybe it's time to start your own walk down the road.
One baby, two, another says I'm lucky to meet you. I don't care what you think, this is about me. It is now my duty to completely drain you. I travel through to...
Pim, bro, I knew I hated you. I'm gonna kill you.